queen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Can you hear me? I'm doing
You're lagging a bit.
great. Am I lagging? Okay, get off my thing now.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay,
Can you
much
see
better.
me?
I can see you. You're lagging a little bit, but I can see you.
Okay.
Okay. How you doing, girl?
Okay. I'm good. How you doing,
Let's
girl?
see. I'm doing okay. We're here. There's a lot going on in the
Yeah,
world. But thank you so much for joining us. I really do appreciate you.
it's a
Let's
pleasure, and thank
see.
you for having me.
Of course, of course. So I know that we are hours away. So what time is it for you where you are?
It is 8. It's 8 p.m. What time is it for you? That's
8
like
p.
daytime.
8 p.m. Okay, Kosi. So everyone's
Hold
saying
on.
that you're a little blurry.
Okay, let me just sort out my.
Okay. Shout out to the fans that's in the building.
How's that?
Oh, much better. Much, much better. I have a cat,
Okay.
so if you see a cat come in the frame, sorry, everybody.
Aw,
she's a she's a little wild. But yes, Kosi, thank you so much for joining us. I just wanted to kick it off first and ask you how you were doing, how you were feeling, because there's a lot going on in the world right now. So I just want to know how you're doing.
yeah. Um, I'm doing well enough, obviously considering everything that's happening. Personally, I'm just trying to be a source of positivity to people because there's already so much going around on social media. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Like you said, just trying to be positive and stay positive. There's a lot going on in this world. So but we're here.
Yeah,
So I think doing this and helping people and, kind of distracting people a little bit, I think definitely helps. So again, thank you so
definitely.
much for joining us. So for those who don't know you, which would be crazy that they would and that they're in this live, because you have tons of fans and the show Blood and Water has tons of fans. Tell people where you are from.
Well, I am from motherland. I'm from South Africa. I was born in Johannesburg, which is a city in South Africa.
Nice, nice, nice. Yes, motherland, child. I wish I can go, especially right now with everything going on. So, Kosi, for
Yeah.
you, when did you get the acting bug? Like, when did you know you wanted to be an actor or actress?
I think I can't even remember when I got it. That's how long it's been. Um, my family is very creative. My dad and my grandmother were entertainers, so I think it was natural that I got the bug.
Yeah, and you are really passionate about music as well. You're a songwriter and a
Yeah,
singer. So tell us a little bit about
yeah,
your music, because I think a lot of your fans may not know that you love music.
yeah. Well, currently I haven't released anything yet. I am working on a project that.
Hey, can you hear
Hey,
me?
I'm so. Hello.
No apologies. Can you
I'm
hear me
so
a little
sorry.
bit?
My network is being weird.
Yeah, I think everyone's network has been crazy throughout these times because everyone's at home using Wi-Fi. So everyone's service is a
Yeah.
little like lagging. You're a little blurry. Let's
Um,
see.
okay, give me a sec. I will move quickly.
Okay, no, take your time, girl.
That's
Take your
okay.
time. Yeah, no,
Okay.
no, no. Take your
Sorry,
time. No
guys.
worries,
I'm
no
so sorry.
apologies. No, they totally understand. My, oh yes.
Hi.
Hey girl,
Is that
hey.
better?
Much,
Okay.
much better. Yes, your fans are super
Okay,
awesome.
cool.
They're like, where did she go? I'm like, she's coming back. Don't worry. So yes, we were
Okay,
talking about, I believe we were talking about the acting bug. And then we talked
yeah,
about your love for music. I think we're on your music right now and you're passionate about it.
yeah.
So that's a little bit about your music.
Uh, well, it's currently still in production. I've also been pushing myself to actually produce some songs myself. Because I play instruments as well. I play guitar and piano a little
Yeah.
bit. So, I guess people will find out once it's out. I don't know what else to
Well,
say.
that's awesome. You were super talented. So you play instruments, you're a
Thank you.
singer, you're an actress, and we got to know you because of the brand new show on Netflix, Blood and Water. Amazing
Yeah.
show. I was super excited because all I seen were two beautiful black girls on a poster, and I'm like, what is this? With like box braids. So to me, before I even knew about the show, I was like, wait a minute, two black girls, box braids. I need to know what this is. And then when I
Yeah.
found out what the show was and I watched it, I fell in love. So, how did you first hear about the show and about the part?
Well, basically, it was pretty standard for me. I have an agent, and she sent me the details about it, and I saw Netflix South Africa. I was like, okay, I have to go. Um, and so before this, I actually hadn't booked anything. I haven't booked a single thing before this. So I went and auditioned. I guess the rest is history.
Yes. Is it true that you auditioned for a different role?
Yeah, initially I had auditioned for Buleng, and then Nosipo, the director, was like, actually, I think you should come back tomorrow for Figile. And so I did, and I felt like I messed it up. I was like, there's no way they're gonna call me back. Yes, they did.
And look at that. And for this to be like your first like on-screen role, I know I can speak for the people in this chat and for your fans. You killed it. Like
Thank
you
you.
are such an amazing actress and I just love seeing the representation of seeing you guys on screen and learning more about the culture of South Africa, you know?
Yeah,
So do you feel like especially in the show that you guys talked about things that maybe people don't know what's going on in the world and what's going on in South Africa?
definitely. I think Blood and Water does address a lot of socially relevant issues. Um, you know, as much as it is a coming of age, it addresses issues like, the relationships that are in the show. I won't spoil anything, but those aren't really spoken about in South Africa and dare I say the rest of the world. And so I think it was really important for that. And a lot of people actually, I get a lot of DMs from people saying, whoa, like I really relate to these characters and this actually happened to me. So for that,
Yeah, that was super cool because I felt like I was learning part of my history and knowing something about South Africa and looking into the light. Because, I'm an American, there's a lot going on here, but there's also a lot going on in other parts of the world. So that's why
yeah.
I really love this show. So do you remember where you were when you got the call from Netflix and what was that like? Were you screaming? Were you excited?
Of course I was screaming, girl. Uh, I remember exactly what I was doing. I was eating oats, um, and watching When They See Us, and I was so depressed because,
Oh,
it's depressing. And then I get a message from my agent, and she was like, just so you know, like there's some details about Figile's role. And I was like, okay, cool. And then she was like, yeah, I just wanted to tell you that before I told you that we'd like to cast you. And I was like, are we just being like positive right now with each other, or is that what they actually said? And then she showed me, I lost my mind.
that is amazing. So I know this show is a little different because it premiered in May and right now we're going through a pandemic and there's COVID. So you guys didn't really have the opportunity to like maybe walk a carpet or do a lot of
Yeah.
junkets and red carpet. So what was that like for you?
I mean, obviously it sucks that we couldn't have a premiere, but I do think, with everyone being at home, on lockdown, even though that sucks as well, I think it was kind of a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Um, it also allowed for us to really enjoy the moment, because we're all at home and to we were all like talking to each other before the launch and after it launched, and I think I don't know, there's just something more special and authentic about it without all the glitz and the glamour.
Yeah. Were you shocked with the amount of love that you guys got, especially like your character, Fakile, and all the fans and around the world, you know, because though this is Netflix South Africa, we can see it everywhere. So were you shocked seeing the amount of like love that you guys were getting?
Yes. Um, I mean, obviously, we were hoping the show would do well, but we weren't expecting this much. And I think I speak for everyone else when I say that we're just so humbled by that fact. Um, the fact that the whole world is really enjoying the story and relating to it. I think, yeah, I have no words still.
Yes, and I know I can speak for everybody in this chat and all your fans. I know it's early to say, but I know all of us are like season two, Netflix. When do we get into season two? We're keeping our fingers crossed. So I know you may not know because it's early, but what would you like to see for Fakile in season two, if you can even expand on that?
Um, well, yeah, I definitely have no idea what's happening in season two yet, but I'm just really interested to see how she grows as an individual. Um, I think throughout the show, we don't really, I don't think she really understands herself, and I think also the audience may not really, because like one moment she's like that, and then she's easily influenced, and I'm just excited to see her really come into her own self, and also how she's gonna react to the news.
Yes. Because that's what I'm waiting for. I remember watching the end of season one
Yeah.
and I'm like, I want to know how she's going to react because, you know, that is hard news to get from something if you don't know. You grew up one way and you may have to hear something that's going on. So I would love to know her reaction and how everything's going to change for her in season two. For
Hmm.
your character, because, you know, I feel like she's like a lot of people where this is a young lady who's maybe privileged, but she wants to show people like, look, I know I come from a certain privilege, but I too, I work hard for everything that I have. So, and she went through a lot where maybe dating her coach and trying to keep up with the pressures in life and trying to get the scholarship. So where did you pull from for that?
Um, yeah, it's a lot. And for me personally, firstly, I'm quite different to her. So at times it was challenging, really, just putting myself in her shoes completely. But we had a lot of conversations with the directors, and those were really helpful because they also wrote the story. So they would give us some more character background. But I would also, I think I did tap into myself as well for some of it. Um, I have experiences that are similar, and so I could tap into that as well. But directors were really helpful, and yeah.
Yeah, you did such a great job tackling like all the issues that your character had to tackle. So I know I can see for the
Thank
fans, I
you.
really, really love this show and just seeing beautiful Black queens and representation. And I just get emotional because I'm like, we don't really
Mm,
see that. And especially now
mm,
that, you know, we're questioning a lot that's happening, especially with these networks and all this. So to get a great show like Blood and Water, I know I get the chills and I know I can speak for
yeah,
everybody else and just want to say thank you because you guys did amazing.
thank
So I know
you.
this was like your first big role, so going forward, what other roles would you love to see yourself in or play?
As many as possible. I think I just want to explore my abilities, really push myself. Um, Play a villain, play crazy person, everything. And that's just what's so exciting about it. You get to know different characters by playing them. And also, I think playing characters helps you understand yourself in a different way. By the end of filming, I think I was a different person from the first day and the last day.
Yeah. You guys killed it. I know that you love music, so for you, who are you listening to right now? Like what is in your phone? Who are some of your favorite artists?
I listen to Moses Sumney, love Moses Sumney. There's a local artist, her name is Amifaku,
Okay.
and who else? I listen to Masego,
Nice.
and yeah, I was so blank, but those are some people I'm
Yes, I thought of music because there was such good music on this show. So I felt myself shazamming and trying to figure out like who the artist was because I was like, wait,
listening to. Yeah,
this is good, this is good, this is good. And I know we got to see some
and
rapping with,
Nasty C,
yeah, it's pretty
Nasty C,
dope.
man.
I love it. So I know that you guys play high school students. So, and I know that you have a lot of young fans, and I'm sure they're probably here on this live. So, what advice would you give to the young kids that are watching the show, or people who are in high school and who are maybe looking and saying, "Wait, I can see myself in Fakila. I can see myself in these characters."
Um, what I'd say is that I think Blood and Water showcases what it's like to grow up like as a teenager. And whatever it is that you're going through, it's absolutely okay. And if you feel like you're alone, you're not. You're never alone. And just always try to reach out to people. Reaching out to people is important because we're not on here to carry anything alone. And yeah, just spread your wings and soar. And I guess that's what I can
Yes,
say.
that is beautiful advice. Miss Kosi, thank you so much because I know it's later for you guys where you are. So I don't want to hold you too much. But before we go, let fans know where they can find you, your social medias, where they can chat with you and they can bombard your DMs because you know we are waiting for season 2, girl.
Yeah. I guess you could find me on Instagram. I'm only active on Instagram. I'm not very good with social media. Um, yeah, find me on Insta.
Yes. Thank you so much, Queen. I hope we get to chat with you again, especially for season 2. I'm going to
Thank
rewatch it because
you.
I've already watched the show twice. That's how obsessed I am. And I know your fans are obsessed. But thank you so much for
Yeah,
taking the time to join us.
thank you for having me. This was fun.
Okay, yes, let's do it soon. Thank you, Boo. And thank you, everybody, for joining the live. Make
Bye.
sure you guys hit up Kosi on her Instagram or her DMs and let her know that we are waiting for season 2. She knows as well. She's also waiting for season 2. Thank you, Queen. Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye, everyone.
Where is the buzz?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
is the buzz? You said was mine,
Oh,
mine.